What's up? What's cracking? If your brain ever says words like never, always, you have to check it, because we know in speaking in terms like that generally aren't real, right? It's an emotional statement when we say, Kenny never answers my calls. Kenny doesn't always answer my calls, but that doesn't mean Kenny never answers my calls. Kenny sometimes answers my calls, and maybe 1 out of every 3 calls Kenny answers. But if I say Kenny never answers my calls, it wouldn't be a real thing, right? So the reason why I bring that up is because it's more difficult to work with wholesalers. That's true. Why? Because some wholesalers are new. Some wholesalers are non-responsive. People get in and out of the business. You know, they do it for like 3 months and then they disappear and they go, back to their W-2 jobs, or things happen and they quit. All kinds of reasons why wholesalers enter and exit the business. But I think that what truly what can truly happen from those relationships is you can get a tremendous number of deals. I mean, if you look at the volume at any Keegley office, not only from our corporate stores in Phoenix, Florida, Idaho, and Texas, what we can tell you is that there's a tremendous number of deals that'll come from wholesalers in all those markets. And so I think that that if you're having trouble reaching people, you got to look at how many people are you trying to reach out to? What are you collecting your interpretation from? What's the data point? Like, did you try to contact 100 wholesalers and 100 wholesalers didn't respond to you? Maybe there's something wrong with your phone. Maybe you're coming up as spam likely. Maybe the phone number that you're using isn't working, right? There has to be something else that could be creating the issue if you have large numbers of data, if you have large volume of data to pull from. But if it's, hey, I tried to get a hold of 9 people today and all 9 didn't answer my call, that's normal. That's normal stuff. So I think what first we want to understand is, what's the data point? How many people have you been trying to reach out to, and how many actually don't answer the phone? And then where are you going to find these individuals, and how are you getting their data? How did you originally get their phone number? Did they respond to you at one point on Facebook and then just ghost you after that? I'd want to do some more investigation before I would allow your mind to get into a spot where you believe a statement like wholesalers never answer their phones. Just to put that out there, because it's dangerous when we talk. I have to check myself on it too. If I'm saying something to somebody in my family, like my kid, and say, you never clean up after yourself. Maybe you hadn't cleaned up after yourself the last time I noticed. And now in my head, I'm saying, okay, you never clean up after yourself. Well, I know that that's not a real statement, because there's many times that they clean up after themselves. I'm just not here present to witness it. Something I learned, I do, we all do, but it's dangerous for us to allow our minds to do that, because it's not helpful.